Good Monday morning, folks. Listen, I'm on the way to work, so forgive me if this video is bumpy because out in these Memphis streets, these highways and byways are treacherous. I am only going to be before you. It's going to be a short video today, I hope. I always say that and then I end up rambling. But listen. If this is your first time viewing any one of my videos, I am Tasha Pinckney of J1 Ministries, because just one person can make a difference. Well, on my morning commute, this is the word that was dropped in my spirit for you, for me, for all of us this fine Monday morning. I want you to know today that God will meet you at the limit of your ability. Somebody, amen. Amen to that. I felt that so strongly in my spirit. God will meet you today at the limit of your ability. You know, the place where your know-how has come to an end. I've never shared this story before, so I'm going to share it today. About 4 years ago, I was an academic advisor at the institution that I was employed with at the time. And this, you know, I had some internal restlessness because things were changing and I was ready to progress in my career and there just weren't any opportunities, right? So out of the blue, my VP sends me this email asking me if I was interested in a leadership opportunity. Well, because I'm always one for self-growth and development, I said yes without knowing what that opportunity was. And then when he and I met and we discussed the opportunity, literally, it was in one of the areas in higher ed that I said I would never work in. When I obtained my master's degree in student personnel services, higher ed administration, the name has changed over the years, I had 3 non-negotiables. I would not work in financial aid because I'd worked in that department as a grad assistant, and people don't like, you can't mess over people's money. I would not work in housing, too much liability there, and I would not work in student activities. That's just, my personality does not lend itself to that. Guess what the opportunity was? Student activities, student life. I told him I had to think about that because that just was not an area that I was interested in. I was the type of student, you know, I was involved to a degree, but my whole purpose of being in college was to get my degree, to graduate and leave. I didn't have time. That, to me, that was a waste of time. So now I was being asked to take on a position that, like I said, was a non-negotiable for me. Wasn't interested. But I knew that God was calling me higher and was developing me in specific ways for a specific purpose. So I said yes. Well, here's the interesting thing. When I took over that role as the director of student development and campus engagement, aka student activities, every day I went in energized and ready for the day. And every day I left depleted, calling my husband on the phone saying, I don't know what I am doing. This went on for so long because I didn't know what I was doing. I had never worked in that field before. But listen, I just want to tell you as I wrap this up, God met me at the limit of my ability. Because when I framed my purpose or my mindset around the purpose for which I was occupying that space, right? Obviously, I was occupying it personally for God to develop me in a specific way, but I had been given a job, a responsibility. And my mind was to approach that job from the best of my ability. So I committed myself to wanting to do a good job, to wanting to do the right thing. And along the way, God met me at the limit of that ability. He placed the right people in my life to help support me and to help develop me as a leader. And I would get compliments all the time on how well I was doing in that position. And I would say, if you only knew, y'all, I didn't know what I was doing when I took over that position. But God met me at the limit of my ability. And God will meet you at the limit of your ability. So be encouraged today. If there's something you are struggling with, you feel inadequate, you feel insufficient, God is going to meet you at the limit of your ability. Just trust and believe, and He will do exactly that. Be blessed, my friends.